A brand new German SUV rolls off the lot at $80,000. 12 months later, it is listed used for $48,000. Same leather, same engine, same badge on the hood. But $32,000 just vanished. These are not cheap cars. We are talking $50,000, $80,000, even $160,000 SUVs losing half their value before the factory warranty runs out. These are 8 German SUVs that crashed in value from 2025 to 2026. Number 8. The BMW X5. The X5 has been one of BMW's best-selling vehicles globally for over 2 decades. In 2021 alone, BMW produced more than 160,000 of them. And that volume is part of the problem. Starting at around $81,000, the X5 loses over 53% of its value after 5 years, according to IC Cars. It ranks 60th out of 71 luxury vehicles for value retention. That is almost dead last. When you factor in annual repair costs that average over $1,300, used buyers have plenty of reasons to negotiate hard. The X5 is genuinely fun to drive, well built inside, and loaded with technology. But when the used market is flooded with them and the maintenance bills start stacking up past warranty, prices fall fast. A 2-year-old X5 can already save you over $33,000 compared to buying new. Number 7. The Audi Q5. The Q5 is Audi's best-selling vehicle, and the redesigned 2025 model starts at just over $52,000. It is a sharp, well-equipped compact luxury SUV with a 268 horsepower Turbo 4, Quattro all-wheel drive, and one of the nicest interiors in the segment. But the Q5 loses around 58% of its value over 5 years. That means a loaded example pushing $65,000 new will be worth roughly $27,000 on the used market. The Japanese competition from Lexus and Acura holds value significantly better, and when used buyers compare maintenance costs, the Audi loses that math every time. The silver lining is that a 2- or 3-year-old Q5 with low miles is one of the best compact luxury SUV bargains you can find. The depreciation has already happened. You just benefit from it. Number 6. The Mercedes-Benz EQS SUV. This is where things start getting ugly. The EQS SUV is the flagship electric SUV from Mercedes, starting at over $106,000. It is packed with technology, including the hyperscreen dashboard that stretches across the entire cabin. Range is competitive at over 300 miles. On paper, it checks every box. But the EQS SUV loses roughly 60% of its value over 5 years. Given that starting price, that is a loss of over $60,000. The luxury electric SUV segment is brutal for depreciation right now. Battery technology is evolving so quickly that a 3-year-old electric vehicle already feels a generation behind. Buyers shopping used are waiting for better range, faster charging, and lower prices from the next wave of electric vehicles. The result? A vehicle that cost over $100,000 new can be found for under $50,000 in the used market. Mercedes quality for Toyota pricing. That is either a catastrophe for original owners or a gift for used buyers, depending on which side of the transaction you are on. Number 5. The Audi Q7. The Q7 is a solid 3-row luxury SUV. Comfortable cabin, refined ride, Quattro all-wheel drive standard across the board. Audi builds it with either a 2-litre Turbo 4 or a 3-litre Turbo 6, and both drivetrains are smooth and responsive. But here is the financial problem. The Q7 starts at just over $60,000, and it depreciates roughly 61% over 5 years, according to IC Cars. That puts a loaded example into the low $20,000 range on the used market. For a vehicle that cost over $70,000 new, that is painful. The Q7 actually depreciates worse than its German competitors in this segment. The BMW X5 and Mercedes GLE both hold slightly more of their value, which makes the Q7 one of the worst picks for resale among 3-row luxury SUVs. Expensive maintenance and a design that went years without a major overhaul both contribute to the slide. Number 4. The Audi Q8. The Q8 is Audi's flagship, a coupe-styled SUV that starts north of $75,000. Sharp design, a loaded interior, and a turbocharged V6 deliver strong performance. But the Q8 suffers from the same problem plaguing German luxury SUVs. High initial pricing meets a used market that punishes complexity. Air suspension systems, advanced driver assist features, and dual-screen infotainment setups all cost a fortune to repair once the warranty expires. When potential used buyers do the math on maintenance, they walk away. The Q8 sheds thousands every month in its first 3 years. If you bought one new in 2024, your trade-in value in 2026 is going to sting. Number 3. The Audi Q8 e-tron. The Q8 e-tron is Audi's fully electric luxury SUV, and it is bleeding value at a rate that should worry any new buyer. Industry data shows this vehicle losing between 65 and 73% of its value over 5 years. That is significantly worse than the average for all vehicles, which sits around 45%. A brand new Q8 e-tron starts at roughly $76,000 for the base model. Used examples from 2022 with barely 10,000 miles on the odometer are already selling for around $50,000. Tesla's aggressive price cuts dragged the entire used electric vehicle market down, and vehicles like the Q8 e-tron took the hardest hit because they were priced at a premium to begin with. The interior is beautiful, the ride is quiet and refined, but the range falls short of what Audi promises in real-world driving, and the charging infrastructure still is not where it needs to be. Until those two problems are solved, the Q8 e-tron will keep dropping. Quick thing before we get to the worst two on this list. The data on this channel shows that over 80% of you watching right now are not subscribed. That means you are showing up for the content, but the algorithm has no reason to show you the next video. If you have made it this far, you clearly care about making smarter car buying decisions. Hit subscribe so you do not miss the next one. Now, these last two are the real financial disasters. Number 2, the BMW XM. The XM was supposed to be BMW's ultimate statement. It was the first standalone M vehicle since the legendary M1 from 1978. A plug-in hybrid super SUV with up to 738 horsepower in the label red configuration. Starting price around $159,000, climbing toward $185,000 fully loaded. The depreciation on this vehicle is catastrophic. Data from IC Cars shows the XM losing 61% of its value over 5 years. That translates to roughly $98,000 evaporating. Nearly $100,000 gone. Used examples that are barely a year old are already showing up on dealer lots discounted $25,000 to $30,000 below their original sticker. What went wrong? The styling polarized buyers from day one. The weight at over 6,000 pounds made it BMW's heaviest production car ever, and it undermined the M performance credentials. And the price tag pushed the XM into territory where it was competing against Lamborghini Urus and Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT buyers who wanted something sharper and more exciting. BMW built a vehicle that did not quite fit anywhere, and the market responded accordingly. Some collectors think the XM might eventually appreciate because of its status as only the second ground-up M car ever. But right now, it is one of the steepest value drops in BMW's modern history. Number 1. The BMW iX. The BMW iX takes the crown as the worst depreciating German SUV on this list, and it is not even close. According to IC Cars, the iX loses over 70% of its value over 5 years. It retains just 29.5% of its original price. On a vehicle that starts at over $104,000, that means you are looking at a resale value of roughly $22,000 after 5 years. A 6-figure electric SUV selling for used Honda Civic money. The iX is actually a competent vehicle. It makes over 500 horsepower, has a driving range exceeding 300 miles, and a cabin that is genuinely luxurious. BMW put serious engineering into this platform, but the EV market has been merciless. Tesla slashed prices and competitors released newer models with better range and faster charging. The iX received a mid-cycle refresh, which made pre-refresh examples feel instantly outdated. And the general hesitancy around used electric vehicles, particularly concerns about battery degradation and charging costs, has crushed resale demand. Clean used examples are already available for well under half their original price. For buyers willing to take the plunge on a used EV, that represents an incredible opportunity. For anyone who bought one new in 2023 or 2024, it represents one of the most painful depreciation hits in the entire automotive market. So what should you take away from all this? German SUV depreciation is brutal right now, especially for electric and plug-in hybrid models. If you love these vehicles, the smartest financial move is to buy used. Let the original owner absorb the massive first-year hit. Pick up a 2 or 3-year-old example with low miles and enjoy the same engineering for a fraction of the price. And if you are shopping for a new German SUV right now, just know that the moment you drive it off the lot, the clock starts ticking. Fast. If you found this helpful, consider subscribing. I will see you in the next one.